Kill a Mockingbird is the greatest book ever written. Everyone said so. The teacher, the librarian, the best books list. Years ago, I read the book, curious and bewildered. I didn't get it. The book didn't have anything to do with killing birds either. Recently, I started rereading it. Older, wiser, and less fun. I finally understood. But by understanding, I realized I had murdered my mockingbird too. But how did it die along my journey? When did I stop believing? I'm afraid to remember. But the past is a ghost that never stops haunting me until I do. 8 years old. The power of childhood innocence. My family is traditional. We hardly celebrate Western holidays, and we weren't believers of Western myth. My parents never bothered to convince us. They simply told us the truth. Fortunately, we children prefer magic over wise words. I found out the existence of the tooth fairy after my nemesis boasted the story of how her baby teeth were replaced by money overnight. Jealous and very believing, I had my fallen teeth under my pillow for the next 3 years, holding on to the same magical miracle, which never happened. 10 years old, preserving faith. I never bought the idea of a white-bearded man sneaking down our chimney to deliver presents for 3 reasons. Number 1, we didn't have a chimney. Number 2, we didn't have a tree. Number 3, the naughtiest kids always got the best presents. But my brothers always had faith in that old man, and they were very disappointed when my parents revealed the truth. I felt an unfamiliar duty to protect. I made paper stockings, and on Christmas Eve night, filled them with candy. My brothers preserved their faith in Santa for years longer than I did. 11 years old. Losing beliefs. I believed in an omnipotent God. I believed right would always win. When I stopped believing, everything changed. I knew of cruelty and injustice. I knew about murder, abuse, violence, racism. But I didn't care. Or I didn't care enough. I was selfish, ignorant, and fortunate. Until my grandmother was diagnosed with a terminal disease. Being young, I couldn't understand. How can God allow such horrible things to happen to such good people? What about justice and kindness? I refused to accept that she was dying. I lost her before I could say goodbye. I saw reality fully, and my mockingbird fell. We cherish the untainted innocence of our childhood, but no matter how we preserve it, we lose it growing up. Mockingbirds are a symbol of purity, an animal that brings nothing but joy from their singing. My innocence was murdered, even as I exhausted myself protecting it. But growing up brought a realization. The coexistence of good and evil, even hidden, will be exposed. How we accept the loss makes who we are today. In the fall of my mockingbird, I was scared to look back. But when I did, I was flooded with beautiful memories. My mockingbird is forever singing.